Check all the things and make sure we good again. It's another week.
YouTube,
Yeah,
share it on the
YouTube,
Instagram. Now.
the Rumble. Oh, yeah. Where is it at?
Let me
Make
see.
sure YouTube is straight.
Yeah, I hear my background. My kid's loud as hell.
A little bit.
Uh,
Yeah.
A little bit.
Share it on the Instagram.
Oh, wait. Somebody got an echo. I heard an echo.
That's me. That was me.
All right. I think we on.
Frank said, "Don't give me no echoes." Yeah. What up, though?
This is, I don't fucking know, episode 110.
You said it last time. I don't know what it is either. We gotta go back and check.
Yeah, we gonna one day wrap that up and find out. But it's another figure conspiracy shit. It's another Wednesday. It's 9 o'clock. We on time this time. It's been a long time since we started before 9:15. It's 9:06.
Yeah.
We live. We in here. Boom. Plug in the book. Go ahead and get that. Appreciate everybody that's bought so far. Leave the reviews and elusive
Do
perspective.
that.
You know what it is.
Do that.
We got King Arthur in the building.
What up, Unified Third? Don't forget it. Y'all know what time it is. It's a whole new day. We're going outside this fall. 2020 faces. Y'all see it. Y'all know what time it is. Hero, what up, cuzzo?
Somebody got some
well, same old shit, man. Yeah, I can hear it a little bit. Hey, same just feel like you know.
Oh, you
Just
cracking up too. Oh, come on, bro. Can you hear him?
Feedback.
Nah, you choppy in the bitch right now.
Yeah, it's
Swimming in the ocean.
You getting chopped up. Super choppy.
Yeah, you got echo. Yeah.
Oh, they ain't trying to hear what you got to say today, bro.
Nah, they trying to got you all in the make you drowned out.
You see, they just flagged my page for some dumb shit. I said, a nigga.
Again.
I said, hey, look, I said my son legs were small in the video, and they flagged that.
Somebody, oh yeah, I did see that.
Wow.
Yeah, something about legs was just small. That's crazy. Somebody got to turn
my son in the back in the trap. Yo,
you gotta turn that thing
my
down.
shit's still fucking up.
You got the echo. Nah, you straight with the echo.
Yeah, it's the feedback.
You still got it. You good?
I think it's better. Yeah, but yeah, I did see that. That's crazy. That's your own son. You're just talking about his legs.
Yeah, how you gonna flag some shit like that, man? Stop it, man. Some more community guidelines.
Yeah, no, they be acting crazy.
I can't.
Okay.
Somebody, I don't know who it is. I mean, it's like when someone else talks, like I'm hearing myself right now.
All right.
And I heard you.
Let's see. Let me.
sure it's my
We gonna mute
side.
Hero. Mute Hero. Then say something. It's done. Did you mute Hero?
Oh yeah. All right, he's mute. Well, he frozen now. He not even moving.
Nah, he muted. I can't. The echo going. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, and then unmute. I don't know if you gotta unmute yourself. Okay, now talk.
You.
So yes,
Yeah, there's some feedback issues. I don't know if you gotta turn down your sound.
Shit, that I can't. I turn the motherfucker down anymore. I really hear shit.
Oh yeah, we gotta get you. We gotta get you some headphones.
Using headphones, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe next time get like headphones or something. Well, what we got going on?
We good. I can hear y'all. I'm good.
Okay.
If you get some headphones, get some headphones when we start this thing.
Huh?
If you get some headphones, get some.
So what we got today? We
mute him, Frank.
Everybody, all right, hold on. Where you go? We appreciate y'all checking this out. We on, but we talking about this VO3. It dropped this week, a couple days ago. I'm not really sure. People are making videos. The AI power is crazy. It looks.
What does J stand for?
I don't know. Do you know? VO. You got me doing research. Let me do some research. I don't know. Video editing optimization. I don't know. But That shit is crazy. It's about to Hollywood, not even Hollywood. Everybody, content creators. Like I feel like the days of photographers, and videographers are numbered. Okay, if you could just type some shit in a prompt, describe a scene, describe characters, dialogue, the premise, the plot, and it can just make some shit. You don't need no camera. You don't need no set. You don't need no graphics. You don't need no visual team, none of that stuff. It's changing the game. And not only that, you could, we know deepfakes is a problem. You could fake some shit. It'll be hard to tell, to use video evidence in a court of law to prove shit or whatever the case have you. Like, the world is going to be crazy. That's what we're talking about today.
So this is just kind of like the ChatGPT Sora, but it's just a little better, right? It's a little better, a little bit crisper, right? And Sora still kind of look animated, I guess.
As far as I know, ChatGPT can never do this shit. I mean, as far as I know.
Some of the videos I sent you were ChatGPT, and then some was the video, Jake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here, you can hear
Play one of them.
Which one? Remember when I play it, y'all can't see it.
We can't hear it, but we can't see it. Play one of them, Jakes.
Let me pull it up.
I think play the first presentation, but bad.
The one.
Hey, bro, we can't hear you, bro.
Can't hear me. I'm unmuted.
Oh yeah, no, I can hear him now.
We can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. I'll look at it.
I'm trying to find this joint.
So now we just talking about what the damn software is. I think Hebrew was frightened by the player video I said earlier in the group chat.
This is what you made this today, right?
Yeah, right before I sent you.
I don't know why the sound ain't coming on.
With Hebrew.
The sound ain't coming on this. I don't know why.
But yeah, he don't say that again for real.
No, they said somebody saying figure. So you created this. It's three. I'm assuming this is us in an alley with some trench coats.
So look.
What's that?
Explain so all it was make a trailer, right? Make a trailer for our podcast. Make it it was suspicious conspiracy show, right? And I said make it action, thriller, and suspenseful. So this is what it came up with.
And that's crazy. I mean, this is obviously not us, but I can tell you right now. I mean, it looks good. It looks real. It used some tweaking. Here's another one. What was this one supposed to be? What's going on here?
Here, we can't hear you for real.
No, I can hear me.
Nah, you ain't muted. You saying you underwater.
You probably got to raise your mic volume.
Nah. Yeah, this one was ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Right, so you can kind of you'll see a difference in them, right, from the two.
Which is the VO one?
I think that first one you just played was.
No, that had ChatGPT logo on it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh no, the one before that one. There's another one before that one.
Oh, with the mask?
Nah, go up. You got the picture, you got the video, then you got another video. And you said, the fuck is this? Zipper sound.
Oh, this one. Oh, this is VO.
Yeah.
Okay. He made this with VO 3.
Yeah, the other one was chat.
Let's figure some shit out.
What is happening here, bro? What is the prompt for this?
You got it on the screen?
Yeah.
Let's figure some shit out.
Oh, there you go, I see it.
I don't even. That's a white dude with hair, and there's a zipper sound.
I definitely Puerto Rican, so I don't know what happened there. And then the dude in the middle transformed. Look, see him.
Let's figure some shit out.
Why he coming from the bottom? Like,
nah. Look, won't nobody there.
Let's figure some shit out.
He turned into the middle dude and the left dude.
Yo, this is crazy. This shit needs to stay off the internet forever.
Let's figure some shit out.
Let's delete that shit
No,
forever.
it can't. So like I said, if people were able to break down per scene how they wanted to look per scene, right, you could glue these things together with ease, right? If you could kind of keep the same character, right, the same voices, or even just like have the voice mimic the screen, right? So you just had a screen playing, and you just do a voiceover and had a video playing, you know.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Here, let's see if we can hear you, bro. Let's see if your sound is straight.
There's too much going on. What it sound like?
You sound.
That's better.
Yeah, it sound better.
Oh shit! Yeah, what it is?
She
I
called.
don't know what's going on. Man.
Ain't no echo neither, so I don't know.
My shit only act like this when it's time to talk. When it's time for me to talk my shit.
When you about to start dropping the gems. Nah, you go. So what you think? What you think is the conspiracy, the dark side of the force with this VO stuff? What you got?
I honestly, to me, I think it's another distortion of the reality, because, like I said, AI has become so advanced, and everybody plays with this shit all day long. I mean, people don't put it down, you know. So now that we have literally fed AI everything we know to make it what it is today, because that's what it is. We've made this motherfucker conscious, regardless of what anybody say. It's sentient. It's conscious. We feed it, and this is what we give it. So, like I said, to the public and for the people that use it, y'all are pushing us into a reality that would no longer be visible to the real to real people, and understanding what it is between real and fake. I mean, we already going through that now. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna keep us in loops. It's gonna keep us in a loop, keep us in this system that we're constantly in, and they will be able to feed us any and everything, because you really will be looking at TV or anything that come on the internet trying to decipher, is it real or fake, real or fake, real or fake, real or fake. And a lot of people buy fake. A lot of people want to buy into that. You get what I'm saying? And that's when the problem starts to set in, because then when we get to that point, humanity is done. Because now any type of shit that they have done in the past that they really wanted to do to us, they really can do it at this point. Because they'll put some shit out there, say it's not, we trying to decipher it's real or fake. It could be real, something that'll harm us or whatever the case may be. It's a bad situation.
So I gotta give you pushback.
I know you do, because you know AI.
I rock with it. I know I'm with it, because I know up to a certain point I want to be on the side of using it as a tool instead of, you know what I mean. So like, look at again the man watching the people bring the car on the road. He got a horse. I ain't getting that crazy crap. The older people when social media come around, right, and all they doing is playing on their phone all day, but then it's actually changing, you know, their whole life. It's changing their life, giving them something to do, something to, you know, look forward to, something to build, like opportunity they didn't have before. Like AI kind of to me the same way. Like if it ain't gonna hurt you for so much. The most it's gonna hurt you is if you don't learn it. If you don't understand what's going on here. Just like with these AI video jammies, right? So to a person like who versed in technology, I ain't saying I'm the nicest, but I be watching AI videos. You just said I be into them things, right? I can spot a fake. I can point out a fake, or even question a video, right? Compared to somebody older, right? They see a goddamn video. Somebody older see an AI video, and they in the wind with it. They done called the police because they don't know what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? So that's just how I see it.
Police.
Well, what kind of state of mind does that put everybody in though? Because honestly, it's like a Ready Player One type situation where you're in a dystopian type of living situation where you don't leave the house because you're stuck in a machine basically that's running, and you're in it basically but you're still stuck at home in one spot through a false reality that don't even really exist, but only exists inside of a system.
I think
and you gotta understand, children need. I give it to the youth these days. They're real good with the technology. You get what I'm saying? They're handy with it. You get what I'm saying? They really clamped on to it. But in actuality, what that does to a person's psyche when they no longer can tell the difference between real or fake through all this advanced technology that's coming our way? Because I mean, people all look at the state of mind people already in now versus to where we're headed.
That's less of the product and more the system, more the governance, right? More of the foundation and building. That's not the tool in itself. That's not inherently the AI, right? People are inherently a particular way. They usually are taught particular behaviors, right, and attitudes, right. So I think AI kind of the same way. Like it's a tool, and it's
gonna be
tailored
abused.
If it's being tailored to that, of course, it's gonna do the abuse, mistreatment, or whatever they wanted to do if they wanted to.
It's gonna happen anyway. You gotta understand. Do you feel like the living situation you in, that you're in a uncontrolled environment? Do you feel like you're a controlled individual, honestly? At the point that since you've been born up until this point, do you feel like you control?
Nah, we
I don't know, but it's like,
we're trying to break free.
Again, it's more the system rather than the actual tool. Because we talked about it before with them niggas over there trying to build that long ass city. The one long ass city, and it's supposed to have everything you need, but it's just one long ass city. Like you ain't got a whole world.
Like the 15-minute cities.
Yeah.
Tim said,
but I got one. Super long. What's up?
I was gonna say, comment. Tim said he showed his wife an advanced AI video today, and she thought the whole video was real. He said he knew it was fake, but to the untrained eyes, it's hard to tell. I mean, the applications.
It's crazy, man.
It is because
here
you think about this, right? People, we already know, in Hollywood with movies, they can make dinosaurs look real. They can make Transformers look real. We know that's entertainment. That's blockbuster movies. That's fake. The news, when it comes to news, we know they can lie. They can twist things and all these things and trick the people and believe something that's not true. We know that. Now you got these videos, these AI videos where they are getting so much better. We won't be able to tell them from a real video, right? It can be used. Think about the applications you can use you could frame people. You could fake cell phone footage. You could frame somebody, say they did a crime. You can, replace somebody's face. Somebody that actually did a crime, you could put someone else's face over their face and frame somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And if this shit isn't, I won't say regulated in some kind of way, like as far as video evidence is concerned, is out the window. You know how in certain things.
But this is kind of, my bad, Frank. This is why I was saying. Remember, I was talking about blockchaining the videos.
I was about to get you. We're on the same page. I was about to get there.
Oh, well, go ahead then.
Yeah. So like, when it comes to certain types of evidence in court, some things aren't admissible. Like lie detector tests aren't admissible. Certain things aren't admissible. You can use it. It can help, but they can't use it for a conviction or whatever. We're going to get to the point where digital video can no longer be used in that sense because it can be fake, it can be AI, it can be edited or whatever. And again, like going back to the blockchain is going to be, I feel like the blockchain would help with authenticity if video creation is moved over to blockchains and like it's created and it's stamped and it's put on the blockchain, and then there's a way to check the authenticity of video before it's submitted as evidence or whatever. But until that happens, we're gonna be in a world of pain where motherfuckers can't believe anything they see. You already can't believe shit that you see on TV. Man. You know what I'm saying? 9/11. But like now it's gonna be like even anybody, like we could do it. You type some shit and made a fake video. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it has to
some shit.
But
it has the truth, real. That's what it does. It has the truth because now that if you got all this AI, they tell you when you're making your video, do you want to make it an AI video, whatever the case may be. You have everybody on all the social media making these fake AI videos. What does it does to the true information that's really out there? It hides it. Because now when that information comes across your desk or come across your feed, you don't even believe it. You'll skim past it. It's only because we starting to remember a lot of shit, and they have to. They got to get that out of there. The only way to do that is to distort the reality by pumping the goddamn narrative full of fake shit. That's the only way to do it. And we already know the news is fake, so they can't use that no more. What do? We give them a way that they can do it to themselves. Let them push the fake shit on their own. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Now we fact checking each other. That's crazy. Then you ain't got to work for TikTok to go fact check your shit. You fact checking some shit you seeing because you like, damn, that's AI. Or maybe it's not. Well, let me go see. And then at some point, you ain't gonna be able to go check and see. Because guess what? The people that fed us this shit, they got Google, they got Pinterest, they got motherfucking DuckDuckGo. You get what I'm saying? It's to me, it's a trap. I always look at it. I always look at shit like that. We already control. That shit is moving a reset in another controlled environment where they don't have to be hands-on. They can control you from your fucking TV, your refrigerator, you know, all the smart devices that you accumulated in your home. You get what I'm saying? Putting us completely in the sunken place. Because once they distort your reality in your mind, your shit is gone. You might as well put yourself in a crazy home. Because that's where your mind gonna be. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna have to go back to one of them self-hugging jackets. Don't get you one. Get your hug. But they've been giving us that shit all our life. They had us believing in Santa Claus. They got us believing in all types of shit that's not real. Yeah. Now they got a whole goddamn system where they can pump fake shit to us. That's dangerous.
We're gonna have to go back to video, analog, film. Dangerous.
Exactly. You gotta go start taking courses like that to be able to recognize some shit. Like you are a video expert now. Everybody a video expert. That's how it's gonna become.
Well, you better
video analog, the disposable cameras.
What you taking in?
Say what?
You better be an expert. You better be an expert what you taking in. You better be, monitoring on guard. Because that how you believing that the moon about to explode.
I mean, just think about it, because what kind of mind state do you have your kids in if you got them believing in something you know ain't real? You got their attention, you got their focus. Because long as you got that type of attention coming from them, you can control them. Because you control their belief. You control what you do. Now, we already know they control our reality. We already know our reality is already scripted. Now they're using an AI instrument to literally dominate it with what they can feed us. That shit is, I can't do nothing but the bad side of it. Even though it may have its benefits, as you say, I'm quite sure. But I look at the people that's running the world now. And the world is a fucked up place. And with a tool like this, man, you can't do nothing but make it worse than what it is.
Think of like even live video. Like, let's say there's a broadcast on all the news stations, live video. They can use this AI to fake the Project Bluebeam alien invasion. It's on live. We all watching the same channel. You know what I'm saying?
And we still trying to debunk 9/11. They you see what I'm saying?
At this point,
some shit that happened in 2001. We still trying to debunk that. Did some planes hit it? Oh no, did they or did they not?
Now how long ago? Shit like a video game.
24 years ago.
Right.
Yeah. So you gotta understand where that technology has moved to. They got the technology they can project a whole city in the sky and have the whole world believe it. I promise you. It's coming though, but they gotta soften us up for it. You gotta see. This is how you do it. You soften the mental by pumping fake shit to the mental. Cognitive dissonance. Nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. Setting you up for the predictive programming that they're about to feed you through holograms or any other thing that they can give you to have you believing that this shit is real. They can bring Jesus back from the sky and had the world believing that shit. Man, these people are diabolical.
They could do all the prophecies, all the religious. They could bring Jesus back. They could bring Buddha back. They could do the alien invasion. They could do 9/11s. They could do everything at the same time on the same day, the same hour. Fuck everybody up, confuse the whole world. Everybody's believing different things. They seeing it on the TV. You know what I'm saying? And it's all AI. And again, AI is getting so indistinguishable from reality. You could just type a prompt. It could be 3 sentences and it'll create a scene that is indistinguishable. Like you could watch it and if you didn't know it was AI, or if it was served to you or fed to you in a live stream, perhaps you would think it was real. You know what I'm saying?
And look at the war aspect of it though. Look what you do with AI with the war aspect. Now you don't even have to go over there and do anything and blow shit up. You get what I'm saying? They already sending drones all across the fucking world to do shit. Look where it's coming to. You got cowards and cowards sitting behind fucking computers making shit happen. Now, what happens when the fight for AI is in the air? Because it's gonna come a time now. They fight over every fucking thing. What's gonna happen when the fight for control of the artificial intelligence mechanisms or whatever it is they want to call it? What happens when that takes place?
Well, hold on. I'm gonna do you one better.
Mission
What's that called?
Nah. So the war is now actually.
Yeah.
The war is on creating shit. Right? Look at China fighting with America over some fucking chips. Right? These chips are processing the AI thoughts and shit. So all the AIs that fucking they can process the brain power, these niggas is fighting over it already, right? So you talking about the AI mechanisms, the fucking bots and the fucking mail carriers or the fucking drones they can be flying the shit, right? That shit been fought over now, right? Because whoever can build the smartest AI using these fucking chips, right, gonna be ahead. That's what fucking Donald Trump talking about, the fucking gold dome or whatever. All of this is gonna be advanced. All this, I think, is gonna be an advanced AI defense mechanism, right? Able to shoot missiles and shit real precise over the country, right? That's what I think it is. But again, and then the other part is gonna be China and AI, China and fucking Nvidia. They fighting over the chips. Nvidia about to sell China some cheaper or less quality chips, but a bunch of them. But why? Because America don't want them having the most powerful shit that they got. It's China, motherfucker. China will take your shit apart and reproduce it. No problem. No problem.
Massive.
Right. So the war is already here.
Yeah, and they talked about this in the I don't want to make no spoilers. The new Mission Impossible movie that just came out, Final Reckoning.
Another one?
Yeah,
bro, it's the 9th one. Yes, you know, Mission Impossible is like Fast and Furious. They're gonna make 40 of those. He's not stopping.
Sound cool like a grandpa.
He's 60. He's 60 in the movie with no gray hair, still fucking saving the world.
You said with no gray hair.
No gray hair.
On a plane. Hey, look, he hanging on the plane, wrinkles flapping in the fucking wind. Man, get that.
Doing crazy shit still. Fucking drowning.
I'm gonna look that one
in 0-degree water. But anyway, the movie, without trying not to spoil us, I mean, if you ain't see it, you ain't see it. But there's an AI system that the countries are fighting over. And it's like they're fighting over control of the AI. And then the AI is fighting the countries, you know, humanity, whatever. So it's the same concept. It's like all these systems, all these companies. You got Google, you got X with Grok, you got ChatGPT, you got Gemini, that's Google's Gemini. You have all these different AI systems that may or may not be learning from each other. For all we know, they may all be based off or you know, they may be all coming from the same master AI system, and they just white label the shit and put their brand on it. Who the fuck really knows, right? But it's so powerful. It's getting all this information from us. Just over these past few years, if you think about all the pictures that we've uploaded, all the prompts, all the training that we, the masses, have been providing, the billions of us users, every time we make a prompt and it asks us, do you like this, or which option is better, or do you like this answer? Every time we put
Fucking
input,
capture.
right? Every time we put captures, all that. Every time we put input into it, it gets better and better, and it learns and learns and learns. We are now entering this catalyst where they're saying now the Turing, the Turing test? AI is not able to pass a Turing test. You know what I'm saying? Where you could talk to it, you think it's a real live person, and it's a fucking computer or server or some shit. So we're at this catalyst point here in 2025 where the next few years could be very drastically different than today. You know what I'm saying? But again, our lifetimes, just think back in the 80s and 90s how different life is today versus back then. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have this connectivity. We didn't have all these things connecting us. All this we might not have misinformation, but you had no means to defeat it or to try to counter it, with your own information. It was the news was serving you, and everybody listened to the same shit, and everybody was on the same page. We're in a world of hurt, you know what I'm saying? But we talk about problems a lot, you know what I'm saying?
No, hold on. No, I thought I just thought about
What?
how in X-Men and shit when they be in like the future and shit, and they be giving messages and shit, but all the messages got to be encrypted because you don't know what's fake or not.
Right.
Like that's how shit about to be. Like everything you watch or intake got to be encrypted or stamped with fucking
Blockchain.
Validation, right? Or you can't believe it.
WhatsApp like that now though. All their shit is encrypted.
Nah,
that's cracked.
That's
been
encrypted.
cracked.
Yeah, that's encrypted as in I know who's sending it, right? Not necessarily I can't see what's being sent. Right.
True indeed.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like
we talking about
true integrity. Like something is created and it's sent out, and I guess from the source or from the medium is transmitting from, like blockchain. Like if you can verify it came from the blockchain, that even that we put in trust in that right now. We saying that is but that could even be compromised for all we know. There's probably a way. Maybe these AI systems can freaking compromise the blockchain, fake some shit, create some shit on there, make it fake, and then to us, we see it like, oh, it's from the blockchain. It must be real. Nah, the AI made that shit in the blockchain.
Well, so look, this is what I was saying about the blockchain, right? So I was like, you gotta have a seal, right? So we put our figuring shit out on it. It has metadata saying FSO, right? And it has a visual metadata, as in watermark, of course, right? On the saying FSO content, this content can be found on the blockchain. You know what I mean? This place that can be mimicked, but again, the metadata can't be, right?
Metadata can be changed. People change metadata. It's like I don't know, bro. I'm not a blockchain expert. I feel like there's more security in blockchain if we go that route.
Right.
That might be what gets pushed on us to make us feel better, but then putting 100% confidence in that is probably dangerous too.
No, AI and quantum is gonna crack it for sure, like within the next 5 years. So and that'll crash Bitcoin. If Bitcoin getting cracked, that'll crash Bitcoin.
AI is the new burning of the books. I promise you that, because everything is being uploaded to the system. It's the new burning of the books without them literally publicly burning books, because sooner or later you won't have no books. They'll be going to museums to see books. Everything will be on some type of digital platform or whatever the case may be, to wherever you can do it. Understand how it is. Applications are online. Everything is online. So they're getting rid of the paper. They're getting rid of the books. You get what I'm saying? They're getting rid of basically the evidence of how things were in our time, because this shit gonna be erased. Because there's gonna be a history that they don't want to remember. They don't want the people to remember. So we're gonna put it all on, even with the music. We're gonna put all that shit on it on systems that we control and we own. So when the grid goes down, and it will, that's the end of that. And when they bring it back up, we won't have this internet shit. It'll be something different. But the information that we once had, we will no longer have anymore.
Unless you got hard copies in the basement in your attic.
Hey, rappers going through it now because they see that what's going on with far as their music. You ain't selling shit out no stores no more. The music ain't in the store no more. It's streams and downloads. You get what I'm saying? So everybody will suffer from this. in some fucking way. For those who may benefit, for those who set to benefit will benefit, and those who know how to use it to their advantage will benefit. But you gotta understand that the mind state of the American people, everybody ain't knowledgeable. They're still lining up for toilet paper, cuz.
Nah, what killed me was they lining up for that eye scan shit. Fucking scan their eyeballs and shit.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, they did the whole body shit too, though. You know, they be doing the whole body scans and everything. You get what I'm saying? That was like in one of the videos I sent you where they scanned the guy and put him into the basketball game. Literally, he was playing, and all he did was scan him.
But that's old tech, low key. Like, but
I know,
also,
so what can we do with it now?
Right. So what I'm saying, like, so you talking about
Yeah.
when they go off grid and come back and shit can be different. I promise you, I remember old head told me this was back when I was fresh out of college, maybe 2012ish. He had the old before the Obama Jane, probably Obama phone, yeah. But he had documents of like his Anunnaki, his African ancient stuff, all his stuff that you know that man. He's like, man, you better say this. He said, I get it. And bro, when he said it, it was like, bro, it was like, bro, you crazy. But he was like, yo, I'm downloading this. I'm putting it on my drive or my spot, so I can go back to it later and have a reference because they can take those in there. I'm gonna save it, but mind you, buddy, living in a transitional housing, so he had a homelessness disease. He's been homeless for a long time. So he talking to me and saying what I'm telling you, but he factual as hell about it, right? So he was just one of them niggas who was just like,
He was on.
I don't even play by them rules. I'm gonna do me. But he was dumb conscious, right? He was crazy smart, and he was like, I'm gonna get this. He was talking Anunnaki before YouTube was, you know, popping with it. Before he was telling me about all that stuff. Like he was saying, download them, look them up, save the documents because they're gonna get rid of all of that shit.
I mean, there's a lot of books. There are, I mean, right now, as of today, there is a lot of, you could buy books on that stuff, like Amazon, like the Kabbalion. I bought that book. I'm like almost done with it. So I think for the time being, you know, there is still a lot of information available that you can buy hard copy books. Don't buy those Kindle books. Don't buy those ebooks because that's digital. That can be erased. You can lose that. You know, they have the iPads and they sell you all these digital things. Buy physical books, you know what I'm saying, paper, the cardboard joints with the ink and the paper that you can smell and touch and read, and that's how you can preserve this stuff, you know what I'm saying. But I'm seeing videos now on TikTok where people are looking at books from like 100, 200 years ago with contradictory information than what we've been taught.
I want to buy some of them.
Maps different maps, different history. I forget, like I guess you can go on TikTok and search old, like really old books. I don't know where these people are getting them from. Maybe they were passed down in their family, or you know they just found it somewhere. But like old books from hundreds of years ago do have different information, and that's not to say it's not accurate or we just didn't know things, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like a time capsule, so to speak, of what the people were being taught in those times, what they believed, and how it's so different from what we're taught today. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm a book man.
Me too. That's a good thing to try to do, aspire to do. Like if you can find a really old book, and low key, it don't even matter what subject it's on, right? It don't matter what. If you can find something 1850 something,
it might even be worth money. Yeah, Tim said nobody reads anymore. That's true, and it's sad, especially these
people been start reading. People start reading.
Honestly, I think our generation, millennials, like you born,
we stopped reading.
I mean, I think we were the last real readers, though. Like, I think the generations after us, they had video games and they had internet and they had TV, and I think we were the last real because you remember our generation, the internet popped off in like the mid '90s, close to the 2000s. That was
05 was when it was really jumping.
Yeah. So like everybody after us, books like not even, you know what I'm saying, it's not form of entertainment or knowledge.
They the ones that can't write in cursive. And the ones exactly can't write in cursive, so how can you go read an old document? Parents out there, if you listening, if you can write cursive, please teach your children how to write cursive. That's the only way an old document can be read and they will understand it. Cause that shit gonna be like reading Arabic in the next 10 to 15 years. They don't sign their name.
That's some real shit though.
I mean, look,
they gonna burn everything they get their hands on. They
doing it now.
No, they're gonna burn everything they get their hands on. Everything that contradict what they say, or got some double speak in it, or some double think.
That's why they putting it.
That's why boy. That's gonna be
that's
some.
Why it's going on the internet. That's why they putting it all on servers. So when they want to delete it and get rid of it, it's gone. You get what I'm saying?
Keep a little backup.
This ain't the first time they burnt books. They did it before and then rewrote a whole history, didn't they?
So look, who I think it was Alexander the Great or one of them old, Alexander the Great or Caesar, one of them two niggas went to Timbuktu. They go learn from Timbuktu, and get in. They go and fucking destroy the library.
The Vatican has a huge library too. That's hidden.
That's the infiltration of people and what they're willing to do because somebody sent them on that type of quest to do some shit like that, and what burning knowledge. The reason why people don't know who they come from, who their family is, or nothing. Only people they know is Mark, Luther, John, Paul, Peter. They're the only people they know. Don't know fifth grandma. Don't know fourth grandma because they've been burnt out of your goddamn history. You know nothing about them. No language. You couldn't even sit here right now to this day and have a conversation with your fifth grandma. Why? Because y'all, the languages are different. You wouldn't even understand each other. To even know that, hey, a lot of the shit y'all going through, man, we fought against that. But y'all fell for the traps. You get what I'm saying? Because we was literally erased. Like I said, we dealing with people that do shit like that, man, erase whole histories. And these people in charge of the AI system.
You gotta say that again. Say that again, dog.
You heard me.
Hey, you did no. That's it's a crazy statement to say, like, but it's actual. We dealing with people who erase whole histories. And so I understand war. I understand war. You go in, you take over people, right? You do your thing, but it's like these ain't barbaric times. We ain't eating each other, right? It's plentiful and lot, right? It's abundant time, and yet you still destroying, pillaging, and fucking just cause that nigga didn't even exist.
Even if you read, like when you were saying you can't talk to your fifth grandma, even older books are hard to understand now. Like I got some old books, not 1800, but like 1930, 1940. They wrote differently than today. It almost seemed like they speak in riddles. That their vocabulary was much, higher, and the way they strung sentences and words together was much different than it is today. So even reading those books, like 80 years ago or whatever, it's hard to understand if you don't have a strong vocabulary. But yeah, that's how language changes over time.
It was probably a joke to have. It was probably a joke to have a book less than 200 words, 200 pages. I mean.
But they say the English language. They say the English language is the hardest language to learn.
There's a lot of exceptions. There's a lot of exceptions with English. Like I'm not a linguist. You
got compound words. Yeah. This the only language that have compound words. I mean, the shit is so complex when learning. I mean, I've asked different people, and the study says that the English language is the most hardest language, but yet it was the main forcing language around the world, and it's the main language spoken around the world. Yeah. That shit crazy as hell.
It's got
and speaking how they spoke back then, even to reading books in the Bible to how the language is spoken now, it's totally different. That shit is so interjectively changeable that it's crazy. Spells, casting, shit like that. Only a language built would be like that. But like I said, cuz we dealing with people that literally erased the whole Titanian Empire. The biggest empire in the fucking world, Craig.
Gone, but buildings left, evidence left, but you don't even know what you're looking at. You look at a building and it's got this different architecture.
That part.
They don't make buildings like this no more. It looks nice. It feels different, but you don't know the history of it. We don't make them no more. And it's in your face, but it's not, at the same time. All of DC, all of other countries, it's crazy. So we talk about problems, right? So what solution we got? Well, I mean, we gonna? There's gonna be a rebellion. What we gonna do?
I got a solution. Get hip. Be a contributor, not just a participant. You feel what I'm saying? Put your foot in. Put your 2 cents in. Get your knowledge up. Get your game on. Get your thumbprint in it. Right? Put your sauce on it. Put your 2 cents in it. Because that's the only way that's gonna help. The only way. Because if you're a common man, you don't got no information or no say so, you can have a robot in the crib. Especially if you got kids, because kids don't know no better. Your kid gonna want a robot. Your kid is gonna run a robot. Next thing you know, you got a fucking robot in your house.
It's gonna be normal to them. They're gonna be born into this world where they don't know what it's like without none of this stuff.
But I'm trying to tell you, every time my kids get the phone, they looking at it like somebody looking at them. They don't even understand it. It's an ear-to-ear thing. It's a face-to-face thing to them, right? And it's like, so get hip, be a contributor, not just a participant. You know what I mean?
So fight the power from the inside. You learn AI and fight the power. Take down Skynet. That's what you're saying.
Just know you can deactivate Skynet when they come to your door. That's like, you know what I
mean? Build the EMP and have it ready.
Absolutely.
To push the button. So we going back to the Stone Age? We're going back to the Stone Age.
I saved us all, nigga.
Yeah, your generator. You gotta get you some generators to make sure you can generate some electricity or some type of power source. Because shit, I mean, like it's what we could do. I don't really see too much other than, like Cuz said, is the join, but that is still not my take on it, because I'm always against the bullshit. Once I really see what it can be used for, you know what I'm saying? If I really thought some good would come for this, I would be all for it. I ain't lying. If I thought that. But I look at the conditions of the world. I'm a realist. I look at how shit is going now, man. Fuck, you can't even drink your tap water. I mean, come on, man. Shit, you can't even stay outside for longer than 4 hours, or you're gonna have metals all in your goddamn body from chemtrail.
We need some hope. Give us some hope.
Trying, man.
That's what I said. That's Frank said. What the solution is? God damn, he went straight back to the dark side. Double dutch, backflip.
Honestly, to me, I don't really see a solution to this, because this is part of the reset. So you either become a nomad or you roll with what's going on. That's the only thing I can pull.
So nomad. So your solution is nomad. Go to the trees, go to the jungle and the forest, live off the land. Do like the Amish. I mean, after all this time, Amish still rocking. They churning butter. They got farms. They ain't fucking with TV. They ain't fucking with vaccines. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe fuck with the Amish. Learn some shit.
Yeah, they said they welcoming people to their community. And they said all colors, too. They said I ain't lying. I'm dead serious. You got the man got the videos out. He said he welcoming people to his community and stuff. But you know it's going to be ran how they run it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no coming with no bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, they don't do thing. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So
they're probably a little extreme. But they have their system, because whatever their religion, their beliefs, it's almost like they even, however old the Amish religion or, you know, that those people are, I'm not sure. I know they've been around for hundreds of years. It's almost like they saw this coming the entire time, and they actively chose to stay away from it, even till this day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to commend that. But
they ain't the only one.
Yeah, but most people aren't really like, if technology comes and it's a convenience, and it makes your life better, they'll use it and adapt it. But then there's also the bullshit that comes. So for instance, this AI stuff, okay, content creators, Hollywood, whoever, certain people can be able to use it, but there's always a devious agenda behind it. Like, okay, we're going to give you this new tool. It's shiny. It's nice. You can use it. It's convenient. However, the dark side of it is the control aspect and the misinformation, all those things. So it's always good with the bad, you know what I'm saying? But they push the good first, bring you on board with it, to come behind and say, or to do the evil stuff.
That's the thing too, Frank. You talking about the controls on it. Like, how long did they have it to where they had what kind of controls is actually on it, right? Because we can do some pretty cool things, but just let the imagination really run wild. Like, what can I really do with this shit? Right? What can I really do with this shit?
Pumping out
but
content on a YouTube channel.
But I'm saying, But I'm saying like with the controls they got on it, I can only do so much, right? Just think about how long did they have before they actually was able to hone in on the type of controls that they knew they even to use, right? Because that's another thing. I don't even know what controls to put up here. I don't even know what you can do. So how far did they go with the shit? They come back and say, "Oh no, we want to stop it from doing doomsday scenarios or put little kids in this shit, right? Or whatever the parameters are."
They got
You
the
know what I'm talking about?
they got the keys.
Now you can use it. Now you can use the fucking the fucking what is it? The beta version of the alpha shit.
Yeah. Blame it on AI. That's what's gonna start happening. Well, it wasn't us, it was the AI that did it. It rewrote the code.
I'm in court with it too though. I'm in court with it too. They got forensic. They got what is it? Digital forensic scientist.
Yeah.
Them niggas can go in there and find some metadata.
But my thing is, cause what have they given us in this world that has benefited us for real?
Sliced bread, nigga.
Now bread is poison. Yeast.
They haven't given us anything, man. Everything they give us is to furtherly take something from us.
Bro,
Yeah,
the vax was free. That's all I gotta say about that. That shit was free. Insulators are free.
I mean, the apps we get on is free. I mean, a lot of the shit we do is free, but there's always a price behind free shit that people never looks into and see what it is that you're really giving up for this free app or whatever is free that you're getting. It's something that's gonna cost you in the end. We just don't pay it no mind. So introducing something to us like this, and they have already had it for who knows? It's only further to do something to us in some type of damaging way. With my knowledge, I ain't gonna say belief. With my knowledge, I see destruction, but we'll want to see something good come from this, like them helping people that need surgeries, people that can't see, people that can't walk, people that can't have children, different shit like that, helping in some type of positive ways. But the people that control it, I don't see them as positive people.
Yeah, no.
I just see them with another toy that they can use at their disposal. Yes.
That's what I said. It ain't. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say
it ain't the tool. It ain't the tool. It's the goddamn system. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, the system, but in duality, right? There's a good and a bad. The yin and the yang, on and off. They exist at the same time. There's always positive. You could choose to look at the positive and only see positive. You could choose to look only negative, see only negative. And that's just, I think that's really what being here is about. Is like choose your path, walk that path, and hope for the best. But it seems like if Amish people ain't watching this, but if you know to connect to get with the Amish, put in the comments Amish. So
what?
I'm trying to see how do you get connected with these Amish people, because he said they open up their doors and they recruiting or they let people.
Hey, Fred, they can shoot you with a revolver and they got their foot.
Nah, he said they opening their doors, they recruiting. So
they set the whole people.
Maybe they got orientation or like something where you can see what a day in the life of an Amish person.
It's not though. You can go off grid on your own. Get with you and a couple people, bro. And go and do this shit. They already doing it. I mean, they building underground.
Some people do homesteads and shit. Yeah.
Everybody else preparing. Why shouldn't we be?
Because I don't know niggas who can build a house.
We so dependent, bro. We so dependent. Like, can you imagine like dropping everything, selling everything, cell phone, technology, computers, walking away from everything, and then you don't need money if you go into the forest. I mean, you might need to build some. I don't know. But like selling all your property and all these things and then just taking your ass to a forest, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a huge learning curve.
You gotta build you gotta build some shit. You gotta get you some solar. You gotta have some amenities. Nigga, used to being clean. Niggas used to being clean. You know what I mean? Your butt dirty. Your shit's clogged up.
By a lake or something. Find a lake.
Got worms in your butthole.
Hey, listen, you gotta get out of these people's system, man. There's no reason I should work for 50 years, retire at 63, and the life expectancy of American people is
85.
77. No,
Yeah,
77 now.
77.
Bro. They done
I'm living
moved it.
200, so I don't know about none of them.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, damn, fucking 50 years and I get the joy at 14? No. But listen, if I go off grid and start living a life that I would want to live that's disconnected from this system, I get the joy in my life. I might even, I ain't gonna say might live longer, I will live longer. Because I don't have this stress. People don't understand. It's the stress that kills you. I don't want to live my whole life making all this money and fuck around and be gone by 70 when I can go live this sort of life and still be here till 110. I got robbed. I mean, honestly, you got robbed. 50 years of being a slave and only to enjoy 14 years of it. And not even really that, because half of the time you can't even afford to live off the shit. Man, stop it.
They were going down the hole again.
Yeah,
Get this nigga the Riddler hat.
We should find some channels or some. I know there's somebody out there like doing like a nature channel or going off grid. Somebody, you know.
Oh no, yeah. It's plenty
to
of
learn.
that.
Learn about gardening.
Nigga, some people live in fucking vans and shit.
That too. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I can't call it. We up here talking our shit. We talking about the problems and we trying to provide solutions. It is a slippery slope.
Yeah, most definitely.
It is what it is. But so the moral of the story is: do not believe. What is it? Believe half of what you hear and nothing what you see. Something like that.
Half what you see and none of what you hear.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like believe none of what you hear, none of what you see with this AI shit. Because right now it's getting crazy. You could type something in and have somebody doing something on. You could frame somebody for murder
right now.
You know, it is crazy. But yeah, unify and thrive. All the things.
Do that part.
Stay vigilant. I mean, learn about different things. And again, I think it's better to be aware and to be knowledgeable and to see the agenda and see the things and know what's coming as opposed to just being ignorant and then falling straight for it, because we've been doing that most of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's power in knowledge. There's power in knowing what they're trying to do as opposed to just following suit and just going with it, just like a few years ago, the VAX. There's a lot of people today that took it, that if they knew what they knew today back then, there would have been a lot more pushback. You know what I'm saying? And it's never too late to learn. But
hold on that one, I think them niggas is probably 80-20. 20% of them niggas who took it would have been like, nah, I don't know. 80 niggas still would have been.
Yeah. There's still more people back then that took it that wouldn't have today. You know what I'm saying? So
taking it down.
Yeah, so they learn. You know, you learn from your mistakes, and then who knows if they try to do this again? You know, I don't know.
They will. No, that's in the cards.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Don't be that person. You got to know things and educate yourself.
He said, "We'll get him the next time." You're Bill Gates said it. We'll get him the next time. Hey, he was serious as a motherfucker, man. But look, man, we will take away.
He did say that.
My takeaways, listen, people. Let me tell y'all like this. Like I tell everybody, and I leave on comments. The movie is in real time.
Yeah.
The shit you done seen on TV is really happening in your day-to-day life, whether you want to realize it or not. These people have become unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get in your mind that you have to protect yourself. You protect your mental, protect your peace. Because that's all you have left. They're literally taking everything from us to the point where they don't want you to think for yourself no more. They already really don't. But they're pushing harder and harder. They don't want you to have a memory. They don't want you to have a mind. They don't want you to have a life. They want you to have a shell and live out this script that we have written for you. So, with that being said, people, let's pay attention to what's going on with this shit. Because the movie is being televised in front of your eyes.
Bars. And on that note, this is a wrap. We've been here for an hour. It's Wednesday. It's 10 o'clock. We appreciate you guys. Hopefully nobody out there got black pill too much. And, you know, there is hope. You know what I'm saying? Stay positive. Go read a book. Go touch grass. Chill with your family. Learn something.
All that.
You know what I mean? Stay positive.
Work on yourself.
And then get the book. Lose Perspective. I appreciate you guys.
Subscribe, like, comment, share.
All those things.